I'm at the Petco in College Station, Texas. And since everybody always asks me, just tell us what we should feed, I'm going to go through all the aisles of this dog food here at Petco, and I'm going to show you what I would feed and what I wouldn't feed. Here we go. This is a big no. Absolutely not. These are for deer feeders. Purina Pro Plan, never. I got Hill Science Diet on both sides of me. This would never touch my dog's bowl because I don't feed my dog straight corn. Solid Gold, if it was the year 2008 or later, I would feed it. Now I would not. Blue Buffalo, they have a non-grain free and they have a grain free. If you Google the phrase Blue Buffalo admits to lying to consumers, you will see what I mean when I say that I would never ever trust Blue Buffalo ever again. This one's called Wholehearted, and every one of their flavors contain yeast, so it's never touching my dog. Merrick was a great food, and it was actually made right here in Texas, and they used all Texas ingredients, but they have been acquired by one of the bigger conglomerates now, so I don't trust it at all anymore. Definitely none of these foods here. Kibbles and Bits had phenobarbital in their food many years ago, and they were killing dogs left and right. It was just Purina products in general. Beneful was on that list as well. So no, I would never feed any of these products. I've already complained about this before. Royal Canin is deceptive advertising because they put a picture of the dog on the front of the bag. They got a Chihuahua, a Shih Tzu, a Yorkie, a Dachshund, Poodle. And so the average person that doesn't know much about dog food was going to come in and say, well, I have a Shih Tzu. That must be what he eats. But all the ingredients are the exact same in all these bags. That's a problem. That's a real problem. Royal Canin should be ashamed of themselves for doing that because now other companies are following suit right behind them by putting pictures of the dogs on their bags as well. This is the only food here at Petco in College Station, Texas, that I would feed my dog. And so that would be Taste of the Wild. Specifically, this yellow bag. A fun fact about this bag here is, so they have wild boar in this bag, and all this wild boar is Texas caught wild boar, which is really good because those wild boar are not native here. Now, the one Taste of the Wild I will avoid is Pacific Stream, which they have a puppy version and then they have an adult version, and there's a reason for that. Also, this one here, Ancient Stream. Now, as I had stated before, when a pet food manufacturer claims to have fish in the food, it's just the head and just the tail, so you're getting bone and fin. You're getting a lot of calcium, too much calcium in most cases. But that's not the only reason why I won't feed fish as an ingredient in a bag of dog food. The other reason is because specifically with salmon, the salmon farmers have to feed this thing called a Fafia yeast, F-A-F-I-A, Fafia yeast. Because when you farm salmon, you won't get the pink flesh that you would from a wild salmon. So they have to feed them this Fafia yeast. And you will see that come out in your dog's skin in terms of itching and scratching and chewing. Because, again, the fillet of that salmon gets sent for human consumption, usually like Walmart or other grocery chains and so forth. And specifically also whitefish. You can see whitefish is an ingredient in the bag because that fillet of that whitefish goes to McDonald's and you get the head and the tail, or your dog gets just the head and the tail. So I would feed any of these Taste of the Wilds as long as there's no fish identified on the bag. If it's just red meat or game type meats. My favorite one to feed is the yellow bag and the Sierra Mountain purple bag right there. And fun fact, when I look at this price and I kind of chuckle because when I opened my pet store many years ago, I was selling this bag for $36.99, that exact bag, but that's how much inflation has gone up. It's gone up $23 on that bag. That is wild. So Taste of the Wild is the only food here that I would feed.